This guy has trained celebrities and pro athletes, and here I am, some schlub in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hey guys, what's up? It's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel, Lose Weight Sarah, where I'm on a mission to lose 100 pounds my way. In today's video, we're going to be talking about hiring and following the program of a virtual personal trainer. And I know a lot of you have thought about it and considered it, so I'm going to tell you today whether it's worth it or not. So my virtual personal trainer was Aaron Maltz over at FitLabb. Now definitely you want to head over to FitLabb, check out his channel, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that because I guarantee you, you're gonna learn a lot from his channel. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. Don't forget to click the little bell, that way you get notifications each time I upload a new video. So let me start off with an overview of the FitLabb program. Now, FitLabb's programs are highly customizable, and it's really totally up to you and what your individual goals are. It all started out with a consultation call, which Aaron and I did over Skype, since Aaron is in New York and I'm here in Oklahoma. The very first thing that we did was really talk about my goals. What was I going to want to get out of the 4-week program that I decided to go with? So of course, sticking with the theme of my channel, a big goal of mine was actually fat loss. And I also wanted to get stronger. I know that my core and my upper body are super, super weak. So that was something that I said that I wanted to focus on. So my program that I chose over the course of 4 weeks included 3 workouts a week. Now those workouts were either circuit style, where you were doing the exercises right in a row, no real resting in between, or I had the option to do your traditional type of workout where you do an exercise and then you rest in between the sets. Now, it's important to note that the FitLabb actually does offer a partnership with a registered dietitian. I am a picky crap eater, so I did not opt to use the nutrition services as well, but it's good to know that you have that option. So if you want a nutrition program to go along with your fitness program, those two go hand in hand. So each of the workouts were tracked within an app called Trainerize. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the Trainerize app. I have to say that the Trainerize app was really well organized and very easy to use. Your workout schedule is tracked on a calendar. Unfortunately, I can't go back to where my program was to show you what that looks like exactly, but just know that everything is laid out really super organized in a calendar for you. It lets you know which days of the week you're supposed to be doing which of your programs. When you click on your programs, you're able to access the entire list of the exercises, and then you can click on the individual exercises to watch a quick video about the exercise, showing you proper form and how to basically perform the exercise. I do also want to point out here that on many of the exercises that were within my program, there were some modifications needed because of my fitness level. So Aaron would write out highly detailed instructions on how to modify the exercise for my level. Now within this app, you can also track your progress on the various exercises. So you can mark how much weight you were able to lift, how many reps you were able to perform. It's a really cool way to track your progress in your fitness journey. The other cool thing about the app was that there was a messaging feature right within it. So if I was in the middle of a workout and had a question, I was able to hit the button, send Aaron a message, ask my question, get the answer, and get right back into my workout. And of course, I've got to mention that you're able to connect any of your fitness devices to the Trainerize app. That way, Trainerize is getting your steps, your calories, and all that good stuff that goes along with this. And one last thing that I want to mention is that you're able to keep progress photos within the app as well. So it will kind of guide you on how to pose for the pictures so that you can track your progress not only physically and, keeping track of the data, but through a visual progress of your body composition as well. Now, many times I was recording while I was doing my workouts so that I could show you guys kind of what that looked like. So it's worth noting that you can also pull up Trainerize on your desktop computer as well. So you're not chained to your phone. You're able to go on your computer, log into the website, and see all the exercises and schedule and everything right there. So after our initial consultation where Aaron and I discussed my goals, the first thing that I had to do was do a series of exercises and record myself doing them so that Aaron can kind of gauge where my fitness level was at. He also used these videos, and gosh, some of these are just so pathetic. Like, I wasn't able to do a lot of the exercises. I mean, of course I gave it my best, but oh, I came a long way in 4 weeks. I'll just tell you that. Kind of a little spoiler there. But what Aaron was able to do was see what areas needed to be modified. If I had issues with form or mobility, he was able to gauge that from this initial series of exercise that I uploaded to the Trainerize app. The only equipment that I needed to buy for this program was a resistance band set. Aaron was able to recommend me one that was under $25 on Amazon.com, and I'll actually put a link to that resistance band set down in the description below so you can check it out as well. It was a set that included increments of weight that went up by 5, and it also included a door anchor as well, because you will need that to perform some of the exercises. Or I should say that I need that to perform some of the exercises in my program. I also had a couple of sets of dumbbells. I had a set of 5-pound dumbbells and a set of 8-pound dumbbells. And the very last week, I was able to get a set of 10-pound dumbbells as well. And the very last piece of equipment that I used during my program was actually a fitness mat. It was just one of your basic yoga mats that you could pick up in Walmart or Target. Nothing fancy. I'll put a link to the mat that I use down in the description below as well. That way, if you're interested in getting a mat, you can check that one out. I really like it. So as I mentioned earlier, my weekly workouts, there were 3 of them, and each one, like I said, was either a circuit style or your traditional style workout with rest periods in between. I was working out 3 days a week, and that was in addition to my regular cardio schedule. So when I was ready to start my workouts, it basically started with a series of stretches. There were usually anywhere from 3 to 4 that I would do before I started the actual movements. And then I would go through each exercise. Now, the number of exercises ranged anywhere from 10 to 15 exercises. And I would typically go through all of those. And then depending on what the circuit called for, I would do them again. So Aaron was having me do a circuit anywhere from 2 to 3 times, depending on my ability and my, as I got stronger, obviously I was able to do more. Now, at first I found the workouts pretty hard. Aaron didn't make them too hard for me. They were just challenging enough, but because I had not been doing any type of weightlifting or resistance training or even really very much body weight exercises, it was really challenging. When an exercise was really too difficult for me or too easy for me, I would just let Aaron know and he would swap them out in the program. So it made it really very customized to me and what my fitness needs were. I will say that I was regularly challenged, and you guys know my sense of humor. I would kind of make jokes and be like, oh, if I do one more lunge, I'm gonna pass out, like joking around. Was I gonna pass out? No, but I laughed about it a lot because it was kind of ridiculous in the beginning. But as I got stronger, I really started even enjoying the workouts more. Something interesting to add there was that I told Aaron in the beginning, I'm like, I don't like weightlifting. I find it boring and it's not interesting to me. It doesn't keep my attention. It doesn't get me excited to do it. And that was something that definitely changed through the course of this 4-week program. I have learned to love it. I love seeing physically how much stronger I get. I love being able to pick up a case of bottled water, and it's not like there's no strain at all. I just pick it up and go move it to wherever it needs to go. So that's probably the coolest part of this whole thing. And I really did learn to just love lifting and resistance band training. And these workouts would take anywhere from 45 minutes to 90 minutes to complete, just depending on how many circuits I was doing or how many sets of the exercises. Before I started doing a program like this, I had tried to start lifting weights a few times, but I never really had any structure. I would just kind of do it willy-nilly, find some exercises that I like, try those, and then be bored to death of it and not really see results because I wasn't consistently doing it to get myself stronger. In the beginning, I couldn't do things like, a basic push-up. Well, I should say a modified push-up, where you're on your knees, but you're still doing the push-up. I can say with confidence now that I can do push-ups no problem. I can't do a lot of them, but I can do them. Aaron's program really taught me the meaning of discipline and commitment to a program. I cannot say that I ever consistently did a single program the way that I did this. And I think a big part of that was, the investment in myself, number one. Number two, the accountability, right? Aaron was going to ask me, how was your workout? And what was I going to say? Like, oh, I didn't do it. No, right? You don't want to do that. So having somebody to check in with, somebody to monitor your progress with really did make a huge difference, and I stuck to it. I did every single workout. I think the one time that I didn't do it was when I had some kind of issue going on, but I did it the very next day, which would have normally been my rest day. So I never missed a workout. I always did the 3 workouts each week. And beyond just the physical results, which I will get to in a minute here, a big thing for me was how much confidence I gained. You guys have seen it in my Instagram post. I talked about this a little bit, but man, just doing this has gotten me to feel so empowered. Like I just felt not only physically stronger, but mentally stronger as well. And so I was doing things that I just wouldn't have considered doing in the past, things like wearing jeggings, things like wearing red lipstick, just stuff that I normally wasn't that confident to do. I was finding the confidence in myself to be able to do those things that I wanted to do. So I really appreciate Aaron for not only cheering me on throughout this, and we're going to talk more about what it was like working with a trainer in just a second. He not only cheered me on, but encouraged me to get out of my comfort zone and try to do things that are hard. And I did them, and I'm really proud of that, and I'm really grateful to Aaron for doing that. So you might be wondering what it's like to really work with a personal trainer. And I think we all have this kind of picture in our head of what that's like, right? We picture the guy, you're at the gym and you're on the elliptical and the guy's yelling in your face and telling you work harder, right? That was kind of how I always envision it. And the very few interactions that I did have with personal trainers, they offer you that free session at the gym every now and then. Every experience I had was kind of like that. Maybe not so intense like how it is in the movies, but it definitely was, how should I say, a little intimidating. I'm here to tell you specifically, Aaron is not that guy. Aaron is encouraging, he is empowering, he definitely makes you feel more like a friend than a client. The fact that Aaron was so encouraging and kind really meant a lot to me, because this guy has trained celebrities and pro athletes, and here I am, some schlub in Tulsa, Oklahoma, getting these amazing services, and I guarantee you that I wasn't treated too much differently. So I will admit I was definitely really scared about working with a personal trainer at first. I was almost certain that I was going to be intimidated, or that I was going to get yelled at, and that was not the case. And I really could not recommend doing this program highly enough. So while I was doing the program, I got really great results. Initially, I did not lose a whole ton of weight. In fact, my weight pretty much maintained. I started around 247 and finished around 247. So I was within that same similar range. However, the real results are in my measurements. So I'm going to go ahead and read off my measurements to you right now. So I'm reading from my little notebook, so don't mind me. My left arm, I lost 1/4 of an inch. My right arm, I lost 1/4 of an inch. My left thigh, I lost 3/4 of an inch. My right thigh, I lost 1/2 an inch. My waist, I lost, no, I don't know the number because I can't do math. I lost 1 1/4 inches. And my hips, I lost 1 inch. Really cannot complain about those results. I was super happy. And again, more importantly, I was doing things that I never thought possible. After I completed this program, things that I've been able to do, I can lift those water bottle cases and lift pretty much anything around the house with much greater ease. I was able to run actual laps on the track. You guys saw, I shared that video. I'll put a card to it up here so you can check it out. And I just gained a whole brand new confidence. So if you are considering starting a personal trainer program, I highly recommend it. If you're gonna do it virtual, you've gotta reach out to Aaron. So Aaron's contact info is here. Please reach out to him. Talk to him about what your goals are. I promise you, you will be so happy with the program and you will be extremely happy with the results. So a big special thank you to the FitLabb. Definitely check them out. Don't forget to head over there after this video and subscribe. He's got lots of workouts and workout tips on his YouTube channel right now that you can check out in advance. So until next time, I'll see you real soon.